Hey YouTube, yugiohmarketman here, coming to you with a um, response video for VCT RFS2. It's about his Crystal Beast stuff. Um, I took what he said into consideration about like maybe how good that they possibly were, and I was really shocked at what I found out when testing. Um, People don't know what the hell these cards do, and they get shocked by it, and the deck does surprisingly well. It only runs 12 Crystal Beasts, and it runs like, I'm just looking at it, 13 or so Crystal Beast spells, runs a total of 4 traps, um, 18 spells altogether, 21 monsters altogether. It's a 43 card deck. The extra deck, it plays X Seed and Synchro, and I'm going to get into the deck list. If you don't want to listen to me talking and blabbing my mouth, the deck list is down below. So yeah, let's go. 2 Amber Mammoth. A lot of people say don't run it, but I'm running it just because it's a 1700 beast beat stick, and I kind of like just to go summon common random ass garbage piece of card or piece of crap monster and kill your like $150 freaking tour guide. I just like doing that. That's just me. So 2 Amber Mammoths, triple Sapphire Pegasus key card, 2 Ruby Carbuncle. That's really all you need. Um, and you do need to run 2 because people will crow your carbuncle. I've had that happen multiple times when I ran 1, so I bumped it up to 2, and it works so much better, and you see it a lot more often. Topaz Tiger, 3 of them, have to. It's the beat stick of the deck. It's basically just like Rush Rhino. It gains 400 when it attacks, so it's pretty good. 2 Amethyst Cat. I'm kind of iffy about this, but it does attack directly for 600, and sometimes that can make a difference. So I'm playing it. Triple Tengu, and then I'm running the TG mini like whatever engine. Triple Striker, double Werewolf, and 1 Rhino. I'm running Triple Striker because I can special them without any condition like Werewolf. You have to have like a little special summon happen on the field for you to special summon your Werewolf from your hand. So I'm running Triple Striker just because I can go Special Striker, normal summon Pegasus, drop off Carbuncle into a spell and trap, and then Synchro for a 6 if I need to, or any other combination. Spell cards, triple Rainbow Ruins, the field spell, broken as hell. Just like the cards, I think it's the best field spell in the game. And seeing as it's not limited, you're gonna run 3 regardless. 2 Crystal Promise, broken card as well. Get your Sapphire Pegasus out your spell and trap, special it to the field. It gets its effect. You can dump another Crystal Beast to your spell and trap, which it replaces itself and it gives you an 1800 beater. 1 Crystal Blessing. I'm not really a fan of this card, but sometimes you need it to fill up your spell and trap zone. Crystal Beacon, 2 of them, broken, but you only need 2. Um, and the reason why is because you have to have 2 or more Crystal Beasts in your spell and trap card zone. If it said just send 1, or if you have 1 or more Crystal Beasts in your spell and trap card zone, special summon a Crystal Beast, I'd be running 3, but 2 is just fine. 2 Crystal Abundance. I'm not running 3 because of the threat of Starlight Road. Other than that, like if I'm playing in a match against somebody in a tournament, I'm gonna side out 1 Abundance, and I'm gonna side in like a Dark Bribe or something, or I might just side out my own Starlight Road for a Dark Bribe to counteract their road. Um, 2 Crystal Release. I actually like this card a lot, but I'm not really a fan of equip cards, especially in this deck. I'm only playing 2, but there's basically no negatives to this card except for it takes up a spell and trap card spot. Um, but the monster is equipped to gains 800 attack, which is really big. a very big boost, especially if you put it on Sapphire Pegasus. You now have a 2600 level 4. Where are you going to find that ever? Like nowhere. So crystal release is pretty good. And when it gets destroyed and sent to, well, it just says when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, so by game mechanic or whatever, you can put a crystal beast from your deck in your spell and trap card zone, which is really nice. Playing one crystal tree, I don't really care for this card at all, but I kind of understand that it's a little necessary if you need to. If you have your crystal abundance in your hand and you only have 2 in your spell and trap card zone, and you have stuff you want to do, use your crystal tree to fill up your spell and trap card zone quicker. Other than that, I don't like it. One avarice, because you run the tengus and the TGs, you want to recycle those. I know it's kind of contradicting to the crystal beast stuff, but it really does help if you're in a bind and you have access to 5 tengus. It helps. Reborn, dark hole, 2 MSTs, no heavy storm because you don't want to get rid of your own stuff. Starlight Road at 1 to negate their like heavy storm and their dark hole. Dark hole doesn't really matter. Heavy storm matters, so negate that shit. 1 solemn judgment and 2 horn of the phantom beast. I can't tell you how many times horn of the phantom beast has actually saved my butt. Especially when I first turned Pegasus and they summon a Thunder King and they screw me over like that. It's pretty nice to have it. And I've also had times where I summon Topaz Tiger, activate Crystal Release, and then set a Horn of the Phantom Beast. I can run over their small monster, let them go, they can attack, and then I can just activate my Horn, and he's going to be at a, what would he be at? He'd be at 32. That's pretty damn big. And I get the draw card, so it's really good. Extra deck. Let me check my time real quick. 7:22. Okay, extra deck. 2 Utopia and 1 Gemknight Pearl. As soon as Gemknight Pearl comes out, I am going to be playing this deck because this deck is amazing. Especially because Gemknight Pearl, it's just a generic thing. You can just run over whatever the hell you want. It's a 2600 beater, and that's really what this deck needs is some beaters. Because otherwise it's just kind of like, meh, kill a little monster, get ass raped. Whatever. Synchros, Catastor, Beast, Wonder Magician because you can make it and it's a tuner itself. So you can synchro with Anthus Cat if you really wanted to. 1 Brio, 1 Gaia, 1 Barkion, Ancient Fairy Dragon is like you cannot get a level 7 out without reborning something. But when you do, it's either going to be to nuke the field with Black Rose, which is in the extra deck, or to grab Ancient Fairy Dragon to blow up your opponent's field spell, grab your field spell, and do some shenanigans. Or just to make sure you have it in your hand. So, like I said, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, double Stardust because of the road, and 1 Mistworm. Can't tell you how many times Mistworm has helped me with the back rows, and then I Crystal Abundance, blow everything up, and rape face. So that's the whole deck list. I really recommend people building it because this deck is freaking amazing. I just recently, it's 5:41 right now. About a half hour ago, I played this guy in a match. I played him 3 duels straight out, and it was Dark Worlds. Everything I did, he got pissed at because he couldn't do squat. Before that, I played Agents. They were really riding on my ass and they were really pressuring me in the duel, but I beat them because I drew the Crystal Abundance and I nuked their field and they couldn't do shit about it. So this deck seriously is really, really good. And the only thing I would really say possibly changing in the extra deck, possibly take out 1 Utopia for a Kachi Kochi Dragon. This is actually a really, really good card, very underestimated. And basically, if you guys don't know it, It's a rank 4 exceed 21 and 13. 2 level 4 monsters. Once returned, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can detach an XYZ material from this card to allow this card to attack once again in a row. So, you can kill something and attack again if you detach, which is really good because this deck has a tough time getting over large fields of monsters. So, yeah, that's about it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Subscribe to VCTRFS if you haven't already. And peace out, YouTube.